focus your breath, you want to focus your light, preliminary light. So if you focus this preliminary light, then what will happen? Then this preliminary light is very subtle, right? You want to understand by your mind, actually by your mind, wisdom faculty of your mind. By wisdom faculty of your mind, you want to see this light, right? And then if you focus this light, now your mind automatically touch this light, and you won't focus now this light. You want to left the original object. Original object is the in breath, out breath, and the touch point. You want to focus now light. You want to focus the middle of the light, right? You want to focus the middle of the light. So if you focus this middle light, so then you can understand and you can see this light become condensed, right? This light become condensed as a cloud, or like a cloud, or you can understand it as a cotton wool, right? Cotton wool like condensed. Then again you want to focus the middle of this cotton wool like or the cloud like sign, right? Then this sign is what is called Uggaha Nimitta, or we can say learning sign, right? Learning sign. In English, learning sign. Uggaha Nimitta. UGGA. Uggaha. UGGHA. Right? Uggaha. When you produce this Uggaha Nimitta, right? Then this is like a cloud, or like a cotton wool like sign. Or this is also light, right? The sign is also light, but this is not so bright. But when you focus the middle of this light, you can understand this light become now getting all the time. This is become gradually become brilliant, gradually become bright, gradually become radiant. Radiant mean, actually, if you don't know the meaning of this, radiant is, this light you are seeing now, your mind sees this light, but this radiant mean your mind is to see this radiant, to see this light. Your mind doesn't have any harmful to see this light, right? That is the radiant, right? You can say the moonlight is radiant, right? We can understand that moonlight. We can also see the moon, no? So that is the radiant, right? And sometimes this light is, so if you get this brilliant light, right? That is what is called Patibhaga Nimitta. Patibhaga, right? Patibhaga Nimitta. So this Patibhaga Nimitta is actually, we can say in English translation is counterpart sign, right? Counterpart sign. This counterpart sign, or the Patibhaga Nimitta. So this is brilliant light. So this brilliant light, actually, if you produce this brilliant light, right? But to produce this brilliant light and to produce this Uggaha Nimitta, or the counter learning sign, actually when you were this light, you produce this light, or you can understand this light, or you experience this light when your breath becomes very subtle, right? When your breath becomes very subtle, you can understand this sign, right? For the most of the meditator, you can understand this light as a bright and brilliant, radiant light in the subtle breath. If you have subtle breath, then the fourth, actually Buddha explained the fourth steps is this subtle breath. So this subtle breath is called Sabbakaya Patisanvedi is the whole breath body. Other one is the subtle breath body. Pasambhayam Kaya Sankhara. What is called Pasambhayam Kaya Sankhara. This Pasambhayam Kaya Sankhara is very subtle breath. If you have very subtle breath, that means sometimes you may not understand this breath is not. I don't have breath. So then you may sometimes your mind get actually at this point, most of the meditators, they get afraid, right? Oh, my breath is not there. I don't have now breath. May die like that. You like feeling and thinking you may have, right? Don't think like that. So you focus the breath, focus your nimitta in this point also. So you don't need to get death at that moment. Your death will not take place at the moment. So this actually this subtle breath is when your mindfulness is very sharp to the on the object, and your concentration become very sharp and deep, and then only you get this type of breath. Okay, this is so then you have four steps in anapanasati meditation. One step is digangva asasanto digang asasamiti pajanati. That means if you have long breath, you want to follow your long breath. If you have short breath, you want to follow the short breath. Other one is when you have whole breath body, when you understand whole breath body, you want to follow whole breath body. And when you have subtle breath body, you want to follow the subtle breath body, right? This is the four steps. By these four steps, then you may understand the patibhaga nimitta. Then this patibhaga nimitta is very brilliant and bright thing, and your mind also. I want to say your mind also bright and brilliant, right? Your mind also bright and brilliant. This mind is always arise and always fall down or break down, right? Always perish away. Always arise and always perish away or break down. Again arise, again perish away or fall down or break out. So then break down. So then how we can understand this mind? You have brilliant light in front of you now. This light, brilliant light, or the patibhaga nimitta, or the counterpart sign, with this act as a mirror, right? This act as a mirror in front of you. So your mind is in the heart, right? Not the brain. Your mind is in the heart. Now your mind, it is also a brilliant light than the nimitta light, right? It is more brilliant than the nimitta brilliant. Can you understand? So then, how you want to understand your mind? Your mind, when you focus the mind, then your mind arise and perish away, or arise and fall down in front of your light, right? Through the light, you can understand your mind. You can see your mind, right? Okay. Then actually, when you don't have actually, if you cannot focus the anapana original object I mean the in-breath and out-breath and touch point. If you don't focus this original point, original object, Buddha again explained one method. This is very, very important for you. That method is, Atakata says in this way, Ganana Anubandhana, Tapana Pusana Salakana. Right? Tapana Pusana Salakana. Tapana Pusana Salakana. That means Ganana Anubandhana. Ganana means you have to count your breath. Count your breath. If you cannot concentrate, or if you cannot maintain your mindfulness in the breath, then you want to understand. You want to count your breath. Right? This is for the meditators who cannot focus breath very, very, very careful. Right? Mindfully, if you cannot understand, or mindfully you cannot follow the breath, then you want to follow this method. How to count your method? How to count your breath in this way? In breath, out breath is one, right? In breath, out breath is one. Then again in breath, out breath is two, right? Again in breath, out breath. That means a cycle of breath, right? In breath, out breath is the cycle, no? In breath, out breath is 1. In breath, out breath is 2. In breath, out breath is 4, 3. Like that, up to 8 you want to, up to 10. Actually, Attakatha say up to 10 you want to count, right? Then your mind become very calm, right? If you don't have, if you have distressed mind, or if you have distressed mind, then you want to count your breath in this way up to 8. 8 mean usually our teachers explain us, you have when you notice this path is the noble eightfold path. So then you want to count up to 8, right? If, when you want to remember the noble eightfold path, then you go up to 8, or you can go up to 10 also, right? More than 10 is not suitable, and less than 5 also not suitable, right? This way Attakatha explain, right? Especially the Patisambhida Attakatha and Visuddhimagga Attakatha, right? Patisambhida Magga Attakatha and Visuddhimagga Attakatha explain this thing. You want to count the breath, right? So then if you have when you count breath, when your mind become calm, then you do please if the mind become calm, then stop the counting and you focus the breath as usual. Okay. Now you want to you have Patibhaga Nimitta in front of you. When you produce up to Patibhaga Nimitta in front of you, then your mind also can see this on this Patibhaga Nimitta. Mind is this. I want to say again, this Patibhaga Nimitta. Sometimes this Patibhaga Nimitta is white, right? Brilliant white. Sometimes this is any color. You can have any color of Patibhaga Nimitta. For example, the bright red also Patibhaga Nimitta. It can be bright red, like bright red, red, some red gem, right? Red gem, like red gem, or like blue sky, right? Blue sky, or sometimes you can maybe some another color. Another color mean like diamond, right? Black diamond, like, or purple color, any color, any of color, or you can understand this. This is like water, right? Water like apple. This like water. This water is brilliant and bright, right? And radiant. Water like, or any of color, right? Like moon color, sun color, sunlight. Sorry, color, not color. Sun brightness, moon brightness, and any even morning star brightness, right? Actually, you don't want to notice the size, shape, and the color of this Patibhaga, right? You don't want to understand what is what color like that, but you want to understand this brilliant, bright, and red tone, right? Okay. Then again, I want to because sometimes some meditators said different color, but if the meditator, how meditator can understand, oh my, this is real nimitta. This is this is if it is real nimitta, how we want to understand? The only method is the unification of the mind and the this light, right? Unification is very essential to understand, and to notice the unification is very essential, because if you can understand the unification of breath and the light, then you are not you have no doubt anyway. This Patibhaga Nimitta or not told like that, or this is preliminary Nimitta or not told like that, or this is Ugga Nimitta or not like that. You cannot have any doubt if you understood the unification, if you have this light, right? Okay, then that unification is very important. Okay, sometimes some meditator who cannot understand this unification, because sometimes the method of unification they don't know. So that's why I explained 3 types of unification, right? These 3 types of unification are very, very important. So then again, when you see this Patibhaga Nimitta up to this point, right? Then you can have 5 types of jhananga, right? 5 types of jhananga in the mind, right? In the mind, you have 5 types of jhananga. 5 types of jhananga you have. Then actually, jhananga mean how we can tell this is jhananga, right? Jhananga. That means factors of jhana, right? Jhana factors. If you see these jhana factors, right? If you see these jhana factors, what is this jhana factors? Vitakka, that means initial application, vitakka, and vichara, that's a sustained application of the mind, and piti. Piti is the rapture according to the object, right? And the other one is sukha vedana. Sukha is happiness. Because of the object, the mind become happiness. Then the mental factor